If you're a band or a solo artist looking for a high-level overview of everything that you need to do, here is my 12-month timeline to record release.
Yo, what's happening, everybody? My name is Bobby Borg. Based on my book, Music Marketing for the DIY Musician, let's go ahead and get right into this, starting with months 1 through 3. Okay, the first 3 months are going to be absolutely crucial. This is where you have to get into some sort of rehearsal room on some sort of regular schedule. That rehearsal room could be somebody's basement, or it could be a rehearsal studio, maybe where you get what's called a lockout, where you rent it out on a monthly basis, and you get in there on a regular schedule. I mean, like Monday at 6 o'clock, Wednesday at 6 o'clock, Friday at 6 o'clock, Sunday at 12 o'clock. You literally treat it like a job, and you get in there and you start throwing out riffs, and you start throwing out beats, and you start throwing out lyric ideas. And this is where you're actually going to start to really formulate your style and your sound, and you're going to try to get that vision sort of into fruition. You're going to try to imagine your vision through your music and what you're trying to communicate. This is an extremely, extremely important time. And in the best case scenario, you want to shoot for maybe 10 solid song ideas, okay? Then kind of once you kind of have that together, then you might actually start inviting some friends over to the rehearsal room and inviting their friends of friends, people that are in your realm and vibe of music, and start doing rehearsal performances in front of them. Get a gauge for how people are feeling about your music and how you feel about it when you're actually performing it in front of people. Is it kind of, what you want? So here's where you're tweaking things a little bit. You might even actually go out and maybe do some small gigs like house parties or something of that nature, or anywhere that you could get in front of people to get sort of a vibe of how people are feeling about your music. So the idea here in the first 3 months is all about your songs, all about your sound, all about getting feedback and tweaking things, because make no mistake, you guys, if you don't have the songs, you absolutely have nothing. All right, now let's go ahead and look at months 4 through 6. Okay, in the next 3 months, now what you might want to do is you might want to start thinking about what do all your lyrics, mean? What are you saying? What are you vibing? And maybe kind of start to get your narrative or story together. What is this band about? What is this band stand for? So you want to get that in your bio, sort of a nice encapsulation of what you are as an artist. From there, you might want to move into getting some really great pictures done. You get a good photographer, someone that knows his shit, maybe that comes down and gets some visuals of you rehearsing in the studio or writing songs, or maybe some visuals of you like hanging out in cool areas of your town that really capture the true spirit of who you are and what your story is all about. Then you start building your socials a little bit, start putting stuff out there, start hooking up with fans and like other-minded people that are interested in your style of music, and start kind of, generating a little bit of buzz and word of mouth here, about what it is that you're doing, and a little excitement about what it is you're doing. You might even book a gig or two in maybe a small local club that is not too high production and things, where there's a lot of proof that you got to show them in terms of, the action you're getting. Small clubs, kind of low maintenance stuff, where you can, again, get in front of people and you can really just start tweaking, your whole story and your whole vibe. You might even hire a songwriting consultant at this particular time now to really come in and really kind of structure your songs and get them to be the best that they possibly can be. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at months 7 through 9. Okay, now the next 3 months are going to be huge, because here is where we're going to hook up with a producer that really kind of understands what we're trying to do. We're going to pay a little bit of money, and we're going to go in and we're going to get our songs professionally recorded and mastered. This is an extremely important part of the whole process, of course, because now, this is our product. We're putting our product on tape, so to speak, right? Once we have this, we're going to start reaching out a little bit again to different media people and start, kind of building that buzz a little bit and letting them know that we're actually going to distribute our music very soon. And we're going to set a date maybe for the end of this 3-month period. We're going to get a distributor. We're going to go through the process of setting up our DSP profiles with Spotify and Apple and so on and so forth. We're going to do our pre-save campaigns. We're going to get a video done professionally, not too overboard with the helicopters and the horses on the beach and stuff like that. Just a cool performance video that really captures our vibe of what we do and what we're about, right? And then all of a sudden, we're going to hype it on socials, keep our socials going, hype it, and then boom, the record release party is going to hit. We're going to do a record release party in a club. We're going to invite lots of different media people and cover their bar tab if we have to. And really now just kind of let the world know, boom, that here we are and we mean business. And finally, now it's time to take a look at months 10 through 12. Okay, now these next 3 months, we're gonna be on fire and we're gonna just be kicking ass to let people in the world know that our product is out there and that it exists and we wanna get people to care about us. We're gonna start doing sync licensing. We're gonna start trying to get our music into film, television, and video games. And we're not just gonna shoot for the top. We're gonna start with ground floor type stuff, trying to get our music into college films, maybe trying to license it with local business and in cool documentary films and that type of thing. We're also going to pitch our music to commercial specialty show radio stations, local radio stations that have the special shows at the end of the week that feature independent artists. We're going to still keep on playing local shows as well and maybe do some collaborations with other local bands where we can actually borrow some of their audience and they can borrow some of our audience. We might even actually try to play some cool conventions where they have sort of indie stages where we could play, like at the NAMM show or at the Taxi Road Rally or maybe even South by Southwest. We're going to continue hitting our social hard with a regular schedule, of posting stories, of doing our hashtag strategies, of doing reels, of doing video clips and different types of video clips as well. We're actually going to do some advertising as well, maybe some Instagram ads, some Facebook ads, some TikTok ads. We're just going to be on fire doing as much as we can. And we're also going to hit up bloggers and playlisters, but we're not just going to shoot for the big playlisters and be unrealistic. We're going to actually create our own playlists and try to get fans to create playlists. And we're just going to try to create as much energy and excitement about our record. And we're just going to keep on going and keep our ears and eyes open and take in information from the marketplace and adjust and improve and improve and improve. And then we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about our goals and what we did achieve and what we didn't achieve. And then we're going to set new goals and we're just going to keep on moving forward to reaching our vision. And this is the way it works, you guys. You just got to keep on working. You got to keep on improving and just taking one step closer to getting what you want.
If you want to learn more about how you can turn your passion for music into a more successful business, be sure to check out this video or the video linked in the description below.